Hey everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today, we're tackling a dish that's a total classic, a go-to for a reason, and way easier to make at home than you might think. We are making delicious, sticky, savory chicken teriyaki with fluffy white rice. Forget the takeout menus, because once you see how simple this is, you'll be making it all the time. It's perfect for a weeknight dinner, great for meal prep, and honestly, who doesn't love that incredible sweet and savory glaze? So, grab your apron, and let's get cooking. First things first, let's talk about our star player. The chicken. I'm using about 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I really prefer thighs for this recipe because they're so much more forgiving and stay incredibly juicy. That, of course, if you're a chicken breast fan, that works perfectly fine too. We're going to cut our chicken into bite-sized pieces, about 1-inch cubes. This size is perfect because it cooks quickly and gives us more surface area for that amazing sauce to cling to. Once you've got all your chicken cubed up, just set it aside in a bowl for a moment. Now, for the heart and soul of this dish, the teriyaki sauce. This homemade version is a game. In a medium bowl, we'll be going to combine half a cup of soy sauce. I like to use a low-sodium one to control the saltiness, half a cup of mirin, which is a sweet Japanese rice wine that adds a beautiful gloss and flavor, and a 1/4 cup of sake. If you can't find sake, or prefer not to use it, you can substitute it with a little rice vinegar, or even just water. To this, we'll add a 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar. This is what gives us that signature sweetness and helps the sauce caramelize. We also go into grate in about a tablespoon of fresh ginger and 2 cloves of fresh garlic. Fresh is really key here for the best flavor. Give that all a good whisk until the brown sugar is completely dissolved. And there you have it, a perfect, authentic tasting teriyaki sauce. Let's go back to our chicken. We're going to pour about 1/3 of our freshly made teriyaki sauce over the chicken pieces. Give it a good toss to make sure every piece is nicely coated. This is our marinade. It's going to start tenderizing the chicken and infusing it with all that delicious flavor. You can let this marinate for as little as 15 minutes, which is great if you're short on time. But if you have an hour or even a few hours, the flavor will be even better. Just cover the bowl and pop it in the fridge while it does its thing. Keep the rest of that teriyaki sauce handy. We're going to use it later to create our glaze. While the chicken is marinating, it's the perfect time to get our rice going. For me, chicken teriyaki just isn't complete without a bed of fluffy, steamed white rice to soak up all that incredible sauce. I'm using 2 cups of short-grain white rice. The first and most important step is to rinse your rice. Put it in a fine mesh sieve and rinse it under cold water, swishing it around with your hands until the water runs clear. This removes the excess starch and prevents the rice from getting gummy. Once it's rinsed, add the rice to your rice cooker or a medium-sized pot and add 2 1/4 cups of cold water. If you're using a pot, bring it to a boil. Then immediately reduce the heat to the lowest possible setting. Cover it with a tight-fitting lid and let it simmer for about 15 to 18 minutes. Don't lift the lid. Once the time is up, turn off the heat and let it sit, still covered, for another 10 minutes. This lets it steam perfectly. Then you can fluff it with a fork and you'll have perfect rice every time. All right, our chicken is marinated. Our rice is cooking. It's time to bring it all together. Place a large skillet or wok over medium-high heat. Add about a tablespoon of a neutral oil, like canola or vegetable oil. Once the oil is hot and shimmering, we'll add our chicken. Make sure to let any excess marinade drip off before you add it to the pan. We want to sear the chicken, not steam it. Arrange the chicken in a single layer and let it cook for about 3 to 4 minutes per side without moving it too much. We're looking for a beautiful golden brown crust. This browning process adds so much flavor. Work in batches, if you need to avoid overcrowding the pan. Once all your chicken is nicely browned and cooked through, you can add it all back into the skillet. Now, grab the rest of your reserved teriyaki sauce. Remember the sauce we set aside earlier? Pour that right into the pan with the chicken. You'll hear it sizzle, and the smell is just amazing. Bring the sauce to a simmer, stirring everything together. As it simmers, the sauce will start to thicken up and create this incredible glaze that coats every single piece of chicken. This should only take about 2 to 3 minutes. You will know it's ready when the sauce is glossy and thick enough to coat the back of a spoon. Be sure to keep an eye on it, as the sugar in the sauce can burn if you're not careful. And just like that, our chicken teriyaki is done. Look at that beautiful, glossy glaze. It's time to plate up. Spoon a generous amount of that fluffy steamed rice into a bowl. Then, pile that gorgeous chicken teriyaki right on top. Don't be shy with the extra sauce from the pan drizzle it all over the chicken and the rice for the finishing touches, which really elevate the dish. I'd love to sprinkle on some toasted sesame seeds for a little crunch and nutty flavor. And a sprinkle of thinly sliced green onions adds a fresh, sharp bite that cuts through the richness of the sauce perfectly. You could also serve it with a side of steamed broccoli or edamame to round out the meal. There you have it, a restaurant-quality chicken teriyaki bowl made right in your own kitchen. It's sweet, it's savory, it's juicy, and it's so incredibly satisfying. This recipe is super customizable too. You can swap the chicken for beef, salmon, or even tofu for a vegetarian option. The sauce is the real star, and it works with almost anything. I hope you give this recipe a try and see just how easy and delicious homemade can be. It's a crowd pleaser for the whole family. Thank you so much for cooking along with me today. If you enjoyed this recipe, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on my next videos. I love seeing your creations. So if you make this, tag me on social media. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see me make next. Until then, happy cooking.